Hello everyone, welcome to Dawn of War. I'll be playing Dawn of War. Let's get into it. I think that's all we need to know, that this is Dawn of War and this is a fun game. Oh my goodness. Okay, well it's loading a bit, so I have time to, ramble on a little bit, but now I can start the mission, so there was no point in me saying that.
In the name of the Emperor, you will not falter! We can't hold! Run for your lives! Cowards! You will fight, or you will die. I am Captain Gabriel Angelos of the Blood Raven's 3rd Company. Status.
My lord, forgive me. We have done all we can to stop the orcs, but we have failed. My men's lives are yours.
You stood your ground in the face of the Emperor's foes. You've done your duty. If your men have failed you, I will leave their judgment in your hands.
Thank you, my lord.
I am not here for your thanks. This port must be held if we are to maintain troops and supply lines to the planet's surface. That is why we are here. Now, what of the wounded and the civilians?
Stranded. We have few ships.
Then you shall have more. All Blood Raven flights execute Protocol 23 and initiate civilian evacuation. We will dispatch the ground forces.
Yes, my lord.
Ground forces, my lord? But the orcs have retreated.
You must know your enemy to defeat them, Colonel. Orcs only retreat to regroup. They will keep coming until you, or they, are dead. Brothers, let us destroy this alien filth!
Alright, so...
Walk softly and carry what a glorious day for a battle. As the stronghold, our frontline battle headquarters is currently being assembled. We should proceed with caution until it is finished. He who stands with me shall be my brother.
Okay, so part of what's gonna make this video challenging for me is that, first and foremost, this guy's gonna interrupt me.
These 3 closest strategic points will do for now. Let us capture them first, and then move on to the others. Splendid. The stronghold is complete. We must now set about establishing a proper frontline base.
As I was saying, what's gonna make this difficult is like that guy right here. He's gonna
chapel barracks. That will allow us to call down more Space Marine squads.
He's going to interrupt me all the time. He's gonna be like, "Do I be funny if I just start talking all of a sudden?" I was like, "I guess fair. Like it's a tutorial mission. He wants to help you out, but it's like, I'm trying to talk, man." And then he just cuts me off. But I mean, I guess he doesn't care. And actually, like I actually already recorded this episode like once before, but then I wasn't satisfied with the quality with it, so I'm re-recording it right now. Part of the reason why I wasn't happy with it, because like that's exactly what happened. Be like, "Oh yeah, like he's like, I want to talk about like with this world and stuff," and then this guy, he just keeps interrupting me. What a dude! The other thing as well is I was completely overwhelmed. Like, I didn't know what I wanted to talk about. I was like, okay, well, I should talk about... Oh, dear, that's not good. What just happened? Right-clicked. No. Interesting. Okay, 1 second. Okay, I think we're back. Yes, okay. Oh.
If we are to defeat these orcs, we will need to call in some special weapons. We must build an armory to get access to them.
Alright, hopefully I didn't try from the entertainment video too much. Gonna have to try and maybe cut that out. Yeah, but the other thing too is like, so not only was I interrupted by this guy all the time, but like I just didn't know where to start. Like I was like, you know, a kid in the candy shop, and there's like 12 different candies I wanted to eat at once. It's like, you know, this looks good, and it's like this looks good, and like that looks good too, and like, it's like, well, what do you mean in terms of the commentary? What I mean is that like, I'm trying to like talk about the. I didn't know what to talk about because there's a lot to talk about in these games. Like, you know, do I talk about the game mechanics? Do I talk about the lore of the universe? Things like that. Like, I just had no idea. I was, you know, I was just, mine was blown.
Marine squad deployed.
Excellent. The armory is operational. The Space Marine squads can now upgrade their standard bolters to flamers and heavy bolters.
Yes, most beneficent one.
And we need plasma generators. So, I also realized too, for some of you watching, you might have no idea what this is. And this is where I should start, you know, pick a thing and start going about it. So,
Forget our power needs. Building a plasma generator will supply us with the power we need to keep our force going.
Initializing build protocol.
So, as you can probably gather, this is an RTS. It's pretty standard RTS fare. A couple of things that make it a little bit different from some of the other ones is that they have squads of infantry instead of...
Plasma generators will continue to produce power at a constant rate, but there is a limit of how many plasma generators can be built per stronghold. Well done. We have captured several strategic points. Capturing strategic points and building listing posts on them earns us more requisition resource, which we can use when we build squads and equipment. It is time to hunt down the source of these orcs. While the enemies of the Emperor must have a base somewhere within the walls of this Imperial facility. But beware the alien. An orc.
So I think, like, you know, Gabriel...
The spaceport's defensive wall. They must have blasted their way in. We must destroy this orc camp and any others these foul creatures may have constructed. Space Marines, advance!
Marine squad deployed.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. He who stands
So I think, you know, he's done a good job of explaining the game for me. He's like, here's like what we can do. Like, I don't know if you guys were paying attention to him like speaking, but he's like, here's an RTS and here's what you do.
The point is now protected from an orc retaliation. We should continue to build listening posts on all our captured points. By my command.
We can do that, but we don't need to. So it's pretty straightforward.
This orc camp has been destroyed. Praise the Emperor. Those Imperial Guardsmen look like they could use some assistance. Come, brothers, make haste. Beware. Our prayers have been answered. Here come the Space Marines! What would you have me do?
For the glory of the Imperial.
I keep losing my train of thought. This guy is like... So I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to play some Dawn of War. It's going to be a lot of fun. But then this guy is just like... We're going to make this the most challenging cast you've ever done. It's not even a cast, sorry. It's just me trying to do a Let's Play. He's just like, okay, well, I'm going to talk over you all the time. Like, he keeps butting in, and I don't know when he's going to do it. Like, there's just like... It's seemingly random for me. Which hopefully it makes for some, you know, higher quality entertainment for you guys. If not, leave a comment below. You know, maybe like also too, if you really want to, leave like a poem down in the comments. Just be like, hey, like, you know, here's a poem I wrote. Here's a poem, you know, I wrote. And, like, would you give me feedback on it? It's like, okay, sure, but like, this is a video about me playing Dawn of War. Like, I'm a little confused as to why you're asking for a poem, but sure, why not, right? So. And that's the thing too, like I could do, I think if I ask for things like a poem or whatever, and then like the comment section's like talking about poetry, that's really interesting because that way is like, I know you've watched the video because I'm talking about poetry, but like some guy comes in here and he's like, well, why are they talking, like, why is the comments talking about poetry? He's like, yeah, you guys are stupid. You're not talking about, like, the subject matter of the video. But it's like, well, no, actually, like, they're talking about me mentioning poetry or whatever. It's like, oh. And this is also the grand assumption. Be like, oh, yeah, like, I have so many viewers that my comment section is flooded. And it's like, that's a problem. Like, I keep talking about this, but I don't think I should. Because, like, if I talk about me having comments or whatever, it feels like, oh, well, like, deep down inside, I really wish I had, like, a fan base. Which, and like, I'm gonna be honest, like, having an audience is awesome. Like, I like when people like watch myself. Like, that's sick. But I was going with it too. But it's like also like sometimes I do get like I get comments on my videos sometimes about like people like, oh yeah, like, you know, comment related to the video, awesome. But then I also get these comments where it's like, you know, like those comments where it's like you very clearly the person didn't watch the video, but like they want to like to make you think that they did, so that you come over, check out their channel and subscribe to them. Like that's I'm at the point that that's where I'm getting. Like people get, it's like, yeah, like, you know, awesome video, like keep up the great work or whatever. Like come check out my channel. It's like, dude, you probably like, and like, you know, and then I checked the analytics on this. Like you didn't even watch the video. You came in here, left a comment, and then you left. Which I mean, excuse me, I'm a little bit congested. If you want people to check out your channel, then absolutely, I think like leaving comments is a good way to do it, because then people are like, oh, who's this person clicking your name? And it's like, oh, like, you know, that's how you get, that's how you, like, that's how people find you, by, like, you know, I think comments. And I'm not saying it's like, oh, yeah, it's just comments. Like, there's many factors to it, but them coming over and leaving comments on like the section, you know, in the comment section certainly doesn't hurt, because, you know, it's like, okay, well then like I'm actually gonna click on them because I'm curious. And like that's the thing, like these little kinds of comments, like, okay, well, I wonder what kind of channel they do. I go over, I check it out, and then it's like, oh, okay, interesting. Which is what I have to say though. That being said, I'm not really oh, interesting tank. There's the other type of comments too is like the sub for sub ones. There's like, oh yeah, if you subscribe to me, I'll subscribe to you. I'm not a big fan of those, because ideally people only subscribe to my chapter. They subscribe to my chapters. Yes, you subscribe to my channel only if they want to watch the content. You know, like if you, like, you know, if you're watching this, you're like, oh, it was an interesting video, but I don't want to watch more of this guy. Completely okay. I'm not saying like, yes, I need to have all the viewers, but if you watch it and you're like, you know, like, I wouldn't mind watching more of this and you hit subscribe, that's what I want. I want you to like subscribe because you're genuinely interested in what I do and you want to see more of it. But like, say if you were supposed to say, okay, well, he's done a Dead Rising Let's Play and I just want to check that out and nothing else, completely fine, right? And that's the thing, like the people of YouTube, the fine YouTube community, they don't owe me anything, you know. Like, so if my channel, like, you know, fades to obscurity and like no one really checks out my content, like, that's fine too. Like, that's just like I think going in, you know, into the YouTube, just like having the expectations like I'm going to be this huge YouTuber with like 50 million subscribers or whatever, and people are gonna love me. It's like, well, you can't expect that because you don't know what's gonna happen. Like, obviously, like if that's what you want, there's nothing wrong with it. But I think keeping realistic expectations certainly goes a long way. And the other thing too is, well, I don't know why we're looking at the Fog of War over this. We should at least look at the combat. The other thing too is, like, if you want to have a larger channel, then absolutely there's things you can do to go try and make your like help grow your channel, right? And that's fine if you want to grow your channel. Like, that's completely okay. So if you want to go to other channels and like, and it's a bad perspective, right? Some people don't mind leaving the comments like, oh yeah, awesome video. Keep good work. The reason why I don't like them myself is they feel very insincere, right? Like, if I want, like I would rather like they actually watch the whole video than like say, oh yeah, nice video. Like, I don't have a problem with them saying nice video. I have a problem with them saying nice video, but then them not actually watching the video at all, because like, well, they didn't watch the video. Like, it's insincere. Like, their motives are very I was gonna say selfish, but that sounds very harsh. But like, you can tell that they're interested in their own content, which is fine. Like, everyone is, right? Like, I'm interested in my channel probably more so than I'm interested in other people's channel, and like that's just like kind of like how human nature works. And then the other thing too, and like, it's like, well, either they've watched the video and they say nice video, like they may not actually think it's a nice video. They're like, man, this is like stupid, but you know, I'm gonna leave a comment anyways saying, oh yeah, nice video. that being said, usually I think if they watch the whole video, they're genuinely interested. Like, just go watch the whole video and say nice video, and then like not actually think it's a nice video. I think that's like a lot more work than it's worth. Anyways, that was a huge, like not a huge. What's a huge rant? Like in my mind, a huge rant is like one that you go on for like about an hour, and it's like really just like you know, you're loud. There's a lot of passion in like the rant or whatever. And at the end, you're kind of like that's what a large rant. I don't think I did a large rant, which is why I just bring it up. So yeah, so we were talking about the YouTube community the whole time we were doing this video. We weren't actually really going on about you know, Space Marines doing stuff. Which, and then that's the thing, you know, it's like, what does that say for the game if you can just, like, you know, talk about YouTube altogether and just, like, play this. And the thing is, like, this is just a tutorial mission, so it's like, it doesn't really demand much attention from me. It's not like StarCraft, where it's like man, again, like, those 1v1s I just posted recently, check those out, because, I get, like, dude, I get too big for my britches, and then I talk about other stuff, and then I'm not paying attention to the game, and then the people just wreck me. It's awesome. It's a really cool experience. Whereas for here, it's just like, I grab my Space Marines and I A-click. But I mean, for the tutorial missions, like, what do you expect, right?
Victory is ours.
I am honored to be in the presence of a librarian. I wish to know how my men can better serve you.
We shall wait for the captain to finish his prayers. I saw you stand against the orcs. You are a brave man, Colonel. I wish I could say the same of your men.
I shall strengthen their resolve, my lord.
See that you do, or we shall do it for you. You have something you wish to say. Say it, Colonel.
How did you know?
Even without my psychic gifts, it is obvious. Speak.
Is it true your company eradicated a heresy on the planet of Cyrene recently? An exterminatus, down to the planet's last man, woman and child.
Colonel, your company is welcome, but such questions are not. Do not ask the captain about Cyrene if you intend to remain in his good graces. Brother Captain, the Colonel wishes an audience with you.
Thank you, Isidore.
My lord, my Tartarus 37th Imperial Guard Regiment stand ready to serve you in protecting the city. They wish to make amends for...
They will have many opportunities to prove themselves warriors worthy of the Emperor. The Blood Ravens are leaving the city. Its protection is in your hands.
I will ready my men. May I ask what your next course of action is?
Orcs only respect strength. I intend to show them that we have it in ample supply.
Hey, mission success, we did it! Yay!
This orc camp has been destroyed.
Perfect. Alright, awesome. Thanks for watching, you guys. And yeah, I hope this is going to be a fun series for both you and I. Look at that. Caring is sharing. What am I talking about? That's okay in the video, okay? So just, you know, don't worry about it. Okay, bye, guys.